Hey, this is Anthony with 10 Minute Moto, and today I'm going to be going over a few things regarding tire pressure and adjusting tire pressure out in the field or in the shop before each ride. And these are just some of the things that I use uh, every time I go out riding, and a few things that I'm looking forward to having on person when I'm out doing adventure bike riding and in the field as well. So, one thing that I came across, this is 1/4 inch inside diameter clear tubing. I've got 1/4 inch barbs. Just so happens that these air chucks that are locking air chucks are 1/4 inch thread into there as well. And I've got about 9.5 feet of tubing here. And what this will do is you can rob tire pressure from other tires, and it'll equalize the pressure if you leave it on indefinitely, but you can also control how much you take so you don't have two flat tires basically. So you can either jump from front to rear, or you could take off of multiple friends' bikes, or if it, a 4-wheel drive or side by side was out there, you can get yourself some air pressure in a pinch. So this was a really cool and simple thing that can be thrown into your backpack. I'll give a demonstration here in a second. Another tool that I just absolutely love is this little Ryobi air pump, and it's battery operated. It goes for quite a bit of time on one battery. The gauge doesn't give you an accurate reading, so I don't go off of that. I use my tire pressure gauge. It comes with a nice little travel case here that I put the charger in and an extra battery. One thing that I do when I'm traveling with it is I remove the battery from it so it doesn't just run and die while I'm en route somewhere. I've learned that the hard way. But this thing I use on my dirt bike, all my motorcycles, and track days. It's great. It has been one of those things that just is a really useful tool that I came across. So I'll raise the tire pressure front here. So we'll check the tire pressure here in the front. We've got 38 psi here in the front. And just for demonstration purposes, there's 15 psi in the back tire. And I'm just going to show, that this in fact does work. And I like using the locking mechanisms on this. You'd need at least one locking mechanism. And I like to have them on both sides versus just an air chuck. So 15 in the rear, and I had about 38 in the front. And I can hear that filling up the back tire right now. And you could leave it on there for as long or short a period of time as you want to get where you want it to be. But this is just a demonstration of how it equalizes the pressure and can get you more air in the rear tire. This is at 15 psi. That was about at 38. And you can see that if the vehicle pulled up next to me, I could actually reach it. This is about 9.5 feet of clear tubing. This was at 15 psi here. And we're up at 20, 23, 24 psi, 23 psi here in the back. And about exactly the same in the front. So cool piece of hardware there to have in your backpack on trail. It could save you a lot of grief. Another thing I wanted to try out that I've toted around with me but haven't had the need to use it yet is the Slime air pump. You can just get this at any automotive store. It's not the smallest but it moves some air pretty decently, and figured I'd give this a try. It seems to not have too much drive, filled up both tires, and it still starts up a piece of cake on the bike. So this seems to have good length of cords. You know, this plugs into the outlet on the bike. So let's give it a shot. You can see that length of cord is makes it to where you can reach your bike or even a buddy's bike out on trail. So I just bumped it up to 34 PSI. This gauge seems to be pretty accurate here in this device. Yep, exactly, 34 PSI. So this will definitely be something that I take with me on my adventure bike trips. These are tubeless tires, so I have a plug kit. If I do get a flat, I'll use the plug kit, and this looks like it'll do the trick for inflating these things in a pretty quick time frame. So I'm happy with that. So I check my tire pressure before every ride, whether it's dirt, street, track. I'm very picky about my tire pressure, and I pay close attention to it. I think it's something you should check before every ride. And I just wanted to share a few pieces of equipment and tools that I've found to be useful for all things tire pressure. So thanks for checking us out. We'll catch you next time.